Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to the Summer Coaster Contest. Looks like we're going to be kicking things off with some Lilo and Stitch Surfs Up, created by Fletcher931, an advanced builder in this community, as well as a silver patron. Thank you so much for your support, Fletcher. And here they say, heyo, be one of the first lucky guests to test out Lilo and Stitch's brand new, totally safe design in Surfs Up, a launch wave surf coaster with plenty of scenery to take in as you fly around on your rocket-powered surfboard. For any Lilo Stitch fans, check out the Ice Cream Man as the coaster launches past him. Sorry about the flailing hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop over to the next one and check it out in a front bumper so we don't get that same issue. Good googly moogly. Wow, there is so much to look at on this ride. It is crazy. Let's check it out at night. Maybe we can poke around a little bit from an orbit view and talk about it. Stand up wave coaster. Let's freaking go. Stitch's board launcher MK2. Very fun. Now, there's a lot to look at on this coaster. It's actually quite a nice design and more in line with what I was expecting from a summer coaster contest in terms of a blueprint contest. The footprint's really nice. I love the wave that we go over there. That's a really nice touch. We're using the see-through transparent pieces and rolling them. We're gonna have to get a closer look at that. Let's pop out and take a look and talk about it for a second here. Yeah, definitely one of the shorter coasters in the contest, but I'm not mad at it. In fact, it was jam-packed. There was so much to look at. The coaster design was great. Had some animatronics, some storytelling. It had a little bit of everything, and that's kind of what I expect. That's what we've learned to expect from past blueprint coaster contests, right? And is kind of what I was thinking we would be getting going into this. So this is kind of where the bar was for me. This is kind of what I was expecting. And then people are building these enormous builds. Yeah, and that's what I didn't expect. So I think this is quite the right amount of detail. And if you look at it from a footprint level, it's a nice footprint. It's fenced all the way around. Pathing's easy to set up. Has some extras to look at, different areas to go up to, some bathrooms and restaurants and that sort of thing. Some viewing points with a nice compact coaster layout. And we got to check out this wave because what you did there was really, really cool. Let's fast forward and check this out. All right, as the coaster comes up here, it is, look at this. Is that a giant see-through cylinder? And it's just moving along? That's very cool. I love that. We've seen a few coasters throughout this contest so far doing waves, and they've all done them different ways. It's pretty cool to see the innovation there, and I'm really liking it. I haven't really watched Lilo and Stitch. You guys, I get caught out for being somebody that doesn't watch a lot of Pixar and Disney movies, but the matter of the fact is I've seen them all up until, like, I want to say like around 2005. I kind of stopped watching them. It's something we watched growing up going to school for animation. I would watch them all because I was in game art and design and animation and that sort of thing. And then there's family as well. Growing up, we would want to watch them all, so I'd be watching them. Now I'm just like a single bachelor, and I have no need to watch all these movies by myself, sadly enough. So yeah, I don't really catch a lot of the newer movies, but you know, in terms of pop culture, I know everything from the 80s to early 2000s. That's where I'm at. So I'm a bit of an old school guy in that sense, but I'm sure if you're a Lilo and Stitch fan, you're gonna have a lot of fun seeing these characters and these references. So this one's for you guys, not for me. Boom, there it is. Great job on this one today, Fletcher931. Full package, 5 out of 5 for me. Amazing design on this one here. And yeah, keep up the great work. Way to kick off the coaster contest for the day. All right. And our next creation of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is going to Gulpee Rush 8K plus. Where's the plus coming from? Yama-sama-network built this, a builder as well as a bronze patron. Thank you so much for your support. And here they say, hey, Johnny and community members, I'd like to present to you Gulpee Rush, the home of the Gulpee Summer Fest. Gulpee Rush is a LIM family launch mixed with a slipping slide for a good old summertime experience like no other. If the coaster is not for you, try Pipes Gone Wild or Gulpee 7 Zip. What? Also, this coaster and plaza is part of the Gulpee Soda branded theme park that is in the works. Any feedback is possible. I tried my best on this one. Okay, that was a lot harder to read than it sounded. Yeah, all right. We made it through it though. We'll give you some feedback. We'll make sure you're well fed. Hey, this is pretty cool, actually. I like the big bold plankification, obviously. I'm a fan. I want to see it again. Let's see it at nighttime here, and hopefully we have some lighting. There's a lot of details to pick up on, so I couldn't quite catch it all and gather my thoughts, so I want to check it out at least one more time here. All right, definitely excels a lot more at the daytime. I love the fact that we're going through the building here and how magnificent it looks. Pretty captivating. Look at this place. Yeah, let's pop out a little bit. Before I go to bird's eye view, I kind of just want to walk. Look at this. Coaster's going through the gift shop. Exit goes through the gift shop. That's quite fun. I really like this integration. And honestly, it's funny. It's a happy accident, a coincidence that these two coasters are back to back that are smaller in size, smaller in footprint, I should say. Actually kind of standard coaster sizes, if anything, of what we're used to seeing from blueprints. And they're back to back here. But the details on both of these coasters from Lilo and Stitch and now Gulpee Rush are really incredible, right? I really like how you used all this vinyl, the vinyl, and you colored it, gave us those big Gulpee colors. It's plankified using the aquatic pieces. I was always saying that the aquatic pieces go really well with Gulpee. Oh, look at this. We have a little Gulpee pipes ride. Yeah, you made a little plaza back here, or a little carnival. Yeah, what is going on over here? There's a whole fun land, I guess. Maybe the blueprint's actually a little bigger than I realized now that I'm down here exploring it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like these fountains. I like these centerpieces, and then how you kind of bank your coaster around them. And we got some little rides and stuff back here. Definitely has a little bit of a fairground vibe, and I like it. Let's pop out to a bird's eye view and take a poke around. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very long, I guess. Didn't feel that big on the coaster, but it definitely is. But oddly enough, it's still one of the smaller blueprints from this contest. If it fits on the inside, it's one of the smaller ones. The big ones go on the outside, or an entirely different map altogether. You did ask for some feedback. I would have liked, because I would just say really just a little bit of smoothing on the coaster is all you need to do. And I've seen this a couple times throughout this contest. I don't know if people are aware of the smoothing tool here. You can take an entire section like this and like use this little widget to grab it all. You can hit smooth selected and you get a perfect circle that way. And if you want to make that circle a little bigger so it kind of matches, you can stretch it out again. Unfortunately, we're hitting that terrain, and then you can bank it inward all in one shot. That's real heavy banking, but still kind of cool. Maybe I can bring it up and then stretch it out. This track exceeds the limits. You need a bigger piece, actually. Yeah, so that's as much as I can do, but still a little bit of a cleaner piece overall, and that only took a couple seconds to do. And then we can definitely see that same thing over here. You jar the the coaster to the left right as it takes the photo, and I was like, that's a little bit jarring, but I can't smooth it because you're using max coaster segments apparently. So maybe you had trouble smoothing it as well. That's unfortunate. But yeah, just smoothing these transitions a little bit would be my only feedback. It was a little jarring in a couple spots, and I would have chosen a different position for the camera. Now, artistry-wise, I think there's a lot of really good things going here. The building in particular, the gift shop, the boarding station, how the coaster passes through. I love this Moo Moo Milkshake's music throughout. I don't know if you needed this whole fairground thing. I mean, it wasn't really a requirement. I don't think it adds anything. And I think what you could have done is really just added more of that Gulpee factory, Gulpee focus to the theming, because this kind of is like a distraction, if anything, when you could have added more of this kind of stuff to the actual coaster itself. But it doesn't hurt having it there, I guess, but it definitely takes away a little bit from the coaster itself. Looks like you even have a monorail here. So maybe you just ripped this out of the park that you're working on. I don't know. If that's the case, I would have still liked to see the original build, but yeah. Now, considering this is a Gulpee thing, I would love to see an actual Gulpee, right? Other than this, we don't have like a big giant basic shaped Gulpee or something, or a big T-Rex. So there's some missed opportunities to introduce Gulpee in some fun ways in terms of plankification. But again, like I said, I think the colors are awesome. The way you use the pieces is great, and overall, very, very solid build. I like it. Yeah, great job on this one, Yama-sama-network. Let's hop over to our next creation of the day. Sunny, I Shrunk the Roller Coaster by MeggyLX, an advanced builder and golden patron. Thank you so much, Meggy. And here they say, "Heyo, Johnny and your Planet Coaster friends." They're yours too. Here's my coaster contest submission. I've been having so much fun with the seasonal content. Aw. I started playing the game back in March, being inspired to buy it after watching your channel. I didn't play Planka 1, though I played a little bit of Zoo over the years. I'm neither console nor PC, but I play on on a Mac via GeForce Now. Wow, that's a first. This is the third coaster I built in-game, but by far the one I'm the most proudest of. The coaster is best viewed from track view at 11 a.m. on sunny day, which we're already at 11. Perfect. And here are the details. Sunny, I Shrunk the roller coaster. Get ready for a day at the beach and ride this life-size sandcastle coaster. Make your way up the causeway before crossing the ice lolly stick drawbridge to enter the sandcastle. Once you have made your way through the queue, step onto this launch coaster for an exciting sun-soaked adventure. Dive over the rock pools with the resident crab and fly through the hole in the castle walls created during the infamous beach ball incident. Winding your way around the sandcastle grounds, the ride comes to an end and you head out to grab your souvenirs, photos, and an ice cream. As things get cooler at night, the ice cream vibes seep into the walls and drinking straws and bottle caps light your way when the ride has been closed at the end of the day. Head up the steps to the giant fireworks, use the matches to light the fuse, and start the summer night spectacle, featuring 1 or 2 surprises. Okay, very cool. Hard stop. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Let's jump over to the next train, see if we have any nighttime on this one. Wow, a lot of fun. All right, there it is. I didn't know. I did notice the iPhone. I'm assuming it's an iPhone because you said you were a Mac user in your write-up. That's nice usage of the lighting there. Let's see here. The iPhone actually takes your photo, and I thought that was super clever. Look at that. That's really, really, really well done. Yeah, it's a great usage of the on-ride photo for sure. Like the screensaver on there, that looks really good. Bottle caps, hats. I would have said like you have a lot of spotlights everywhere. I think there's a missed opportunity. I like what you do with the iPhone using the light there, the camera using the light. What other ways of lights can you do? Maybe little flashlights, right? Or yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of fun ideas that you could have lights coming off of, but pretty good. Now, what the heck is this castle made out of? This piece looks so unrecognizable to me. Modular oh, it's a plant. Oh, it's the planter dirt thing. Oh, I've never seen someone use it in this way, so it stood out to me as like, what the heck is that? I don't know for any of these old school gamers out there, do you know what a BSP brush is from Unreal Tournament 1 and 2? Or even 3 and 4? The old Unreal Tournament games in Unreal Editor back in the day had this thing called BSP brushes, and you can add and subtract, and generally you would choose a texture and it would look like this. And I just thought to myself, this reminds me of old school map making from, I don't know, late 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, very cool. That is one giant scaled up sphere. Wow. The beach ball. Love all the straws. There's a lot of really good details here. The suntan lotion, super recognizable ice cream. I mean, it looks like you had a lot of fun with this. We've seen some Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. We've seen some Grounded. Oh, the beach ball incident. That's actually really well done. It like looks like it carved its path through there and got stuck. Yeah, it tells us, I like the environmental storytelling. That is actually a good feature that you've included in your environmental storytelling that I haven't seen a lot throughout this contest so far, you know? And I think that's really fun. Love the hat there. Is that the same hat you're... Oh, never mind. I thought... Never mind. Little seashells. This is great. It's a lot of fun, Maggie. and I'm glad you've been having fun with the seasonal content. You said you're playing on a Mac through what, GeForce Now or something? Does that work? That's a thing? Very interesting. I guess the game is becoming more and more accessible. It doesn't Xbox launching some sort of gamepad as well where you can play PC games and also a streaming service. So I think there's going to be a lot more options for people to be playing Planet Coaster in the near future here, especially because how demanding the game is. If you can stream from a higher end PC using one of those services, I think that's super, super helpful. Very fun sandcastle here today. I love the creativity on this one, Meggy. You've been killing it in a lot of the challenges as well as participating in all the content. So I'm really happy you're enjoying your adventure in Planet Coaster 2. Oh yeah, you said light the matches for a fireworks show. How do I do that? There's a sequencer? What? There's a giant firework here. You said light the matches. Oh, if I move them, there's well, I would have just had it like that, right? Then I would have saw it for sure. I could have almost missed that. Oh my goodness, the match picks up. I should probably be at night. Quickly. Oh, it lights the fuse. No way. This is cool. Oh! Yo! Whoa! Amazing finale. Ah, I love the extra. We gave you points for environmental storytelling, and now you're getting bonus points for a fun little Easter egg as well, which also tells a story. That is awesome, Meggy. Very cool. And also just a lot of charm and personality put into your sandcastle as well. And that's what summer is all about. That's what these contests are all about. Oh, wow. You made all of these rise up from the ground and spread out? That's impressive. Great display of being technical as well. Let's see them collapse inward. Or were they floating there the whole time and I didn't notice them? I don't know what's happening anymore. I got my eye on you. Yeah, look at that. They collapse down. Yo. Okay. Ah. So it kind of just raises up. Very good. I mean, that just gives me some ideas. You know those drone shows where all the things come together and it makes a show in the sky with drone formations? Technically, you could have a picture or whatever and then have that fly up and form and then have a new one take its place while they turn off and then turn on. Wow, that's an idea for Red Mender or possibly Meggy. You the one that came up with it. There's a lot of technical aspects there that could be built upon. I love that. Great ingenuity there from MeggyLX. Great submission as well. Very solid one here today. Great job. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our last creation of the day goes to Yohane for Armadas of Summer, Big M's water coaster. And they say, ah, yes, tell us about the creation. The long days of calm seas are gone, you see. I built this action-packed cannon boats ready to sail the waters. Raccoons, animations, animals. A coaster, a flat ride, photo booth, gift shop, micro aquarium, and tiny restaurant. All that just under 6K pieces. I could expand more, but that's would overdo it in my opinion. Just put everything in bullet form. There you go. You could use more pieces. You could also explain it a little more. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Let's go. Yohane, this is quite a surprising one, I must say. Holy Toledos, we have nighttime lighting on this. Maybe we can pull up and look around a little bit. There's a lot of fun things going on here. It's actually no lighting at all. The water glows because it glows. With that being said, I guess we could just talk about it during another day run. But first of all, I love these little ships. That's great. Having that little rope there and the sail above us, it definitely made me feel like I was on a boat. I thought that was kind of fun. There was a little bit of a cannonball scene that I missed here. What was going on here? Boom, boom. Yeah. I have to say, this Kraken, I mean, there is a Kraken in the game that it's fully animated, and it would have been a lot easier to just use that, but you didn't, and you built one from scratch. Oh, we got some floating trees up top. Uh-oh. And, yeah, you decided, hey, I'm gonna make my own, and it's actually ridiculously impressive. Probably the most complicated animatronic, singular creature animatronic that I have seen in Planet Coaster 2 yet, because there's just an insane amount of movers gone into making those tentacles move realistically. And the sinking ship, that was fun. You did some storytelling here. Now, you did say you had, oh, look at a little fishy there, a shark, something like that. You said you had 2,000 pieces left over, but that would overdo it. I disagree. I would have liked to see a little bit more pirate shantiness. You know, a couple more piers, boardwalks, pirate harbors. You know, some more of the wooden stuff, pirate shanty docks and things like that. Maybe you could have built up the boarding station a little bit more. But yes, let's check out this Kraken. So in order to bend the arm once, that's one mover. But look at that. You wind them all up. So it's like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's at least 12 movers in that arm. And you time them all to go on and then go off again. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I think you should upload that octopus all on its own to the workshop. In fact, you just gave me an idea. Maybe one of the future challenges we could do is some mythological creature or character where, oh, look at that little fishy tank, where people have to animate some sort of creature or, you know, monster and do something with it, because I think that alone is a difficult challenge, and you did that right there. You also have a raccoon surfing. He's wagging his tail. Should be shaking his booty a little bit too. Because why not? It's great. Can we not get on this from here? Usually you can go up the exit. Why is it not letting me do the thing? Huh. Wow, what a really cool episode, you guys. These are more of the smaller footprints and, you know, compact coasters that we've come to expect from Coaster Spotlight bundles. And this is more to the traditional sense of what I kind of expect from this contest, even though they're still slightly on the bigger side. This is about as small as they're gonna get in this contest, you guys. And yeah, it's really crazy, the stuff you guys are turning out. So really amazing one here today, you guys. Love them all. What do you guys think of these 4 creations? Fire away down in the comments below, and that is going to do it for us today in this episode of Summer Coaster Contest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye now.